I have always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got a pin all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
And I'm leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a differing opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed.
Blow your brains out every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. from the comfort of your living room. That's right. Just recline in the recliner, relax on the couch, turn on the tube. We're on YouTube on your television. Then take your phone out and you can participate in the show tonight and every Wednesday night right here in the chats like Robbie Tats. Arkansas, hello Arkansas, and Against All Odds. Hey everybody, I am Rick E. Warden. It's good to be here tonight. With me, as you can see, good to have you back. It's Ariel of Against All Odds. That's right. Good to have everybody here. Let's blow the one you've been waiting for, the mighty and mystical Dave motherfucking Jarvis.
The Tigers have found me, and I do not care. Hello, Brainiacs. This is your weekly dose of pumice stones and deep vein thrombosis. We're here to stab metal in your asshole like Ricky Casso. Deep cut, pun intended, snicky snicky. It's the return of the three-headed Oprah of the local music scene. What will it do, Ariel? What will I do? Friends, we've gathered together here to ask the age-old question. Can fat people wear normal-sized cologne? We may never get to the bottom of this, at least not tonight. All I know is that the secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you've got it made. But blowing your brains out isn't about making yourself feel better. It's about making other people feel worse. And lately I've been a little sore. I've been using Viagra to treat my sunburn. Didn't cure anything, but it keeps the bed sheets off my legs at night. Anyway, those are my principles, and if you don't like them, well, I have others. And here is today's clickbait. According to John Dolmayan, System of a Down cannot move forward with any new material because of their differing political views. People, can we please just put aside our differences for the greater good? We haven't had any new music from the System in like 5 years. We haven't had any good System music since like 9/11. But I know you guys can do it. I mean, look at us. Ariel's a woman. Rick is, if anything, a genderless Lego man. And I view sex as an ever-widening cauldron of depravity and hot dog toppings. And if we can all come together, so can 4 men in Los Angeles. In local news, calling all artists, the Vibe Out Show is now accepting music submissions for their live show reviews. Do you want your track featured? Send your submissions to thevibeoutshow@gmail.com. Submission requirements. If it's music, MP3 or WAV format. If it's video, MP4 or MOV format, 1080p or higher preferred. Include the artist name, song title, and social media handles. Let's vibe out and give your music the spotlight it deserves. That's thevibeoutshow@gmail.com. All right, folks, why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put the wrong socks on this morning. With that, please welcome to the stage From the Tides. Welcome, gentlemen.
Well done. Well done.
All right, folks, you can check out From the Tides as they are about to embark on an epic worldwide, and by world I mean like Texas and like parts of Oklahoma, tour coming out. It's the Never Making It Out tour, and you can catch them in North Texas with, alongside With Hope Intact at Haltom Theater on the 29th of March. So how is everything, gentlemen?
It's going pretty great.
pretty great.
Yeah, it's good.
So, a lot of prep.
Is this y'all's first tour?
Yeah, as together, yeah.
Aw.
Okay. And how many dates on this tour?
See, we're doing Corpus, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Oklahoma City, plus Haltom, so 6.
Very nice.
All right.
Let's look at these dates.
And how do you have them spaced out? Is it a show a day, or you have like days in between?
Yeah, it's one show a night, Wednesday through Sunday.
Excellent.
The Haltom one's a little spaced out. That one's on the 29th. We leave on April 9th, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool. And y'all are from Dallas. Is With Hope Intact also from Dallas?
Yep.
Okay. So how did you meet up with each other? Was it like a special Facebook hookup?
So, well, Facebook dating. No, we our first show we actually played with Hope Intact. They were headlining, and they ended up losing their vocalist, and then what was it, like a year later?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. Alexis, their new vocalist, joined, and we knew Alexis in other ways. So from that point on, it was like, oh, we're all just homies now. So.
Yeah.
Other way.
Do y'all share equipment or underwear?
Deodorant,
yeah,
for sure.
That's good.
Hygiene
Sharing
products.
is caring.
Yeah.
All right. Now, have you studied on what it takes to get through a tour successfully, as far as keeping yourself in fighting shape night in, night out?
Taco Bell 24/7. We've got that down.
No, Taco Bell, never Taco Bell.
They must know that's your number one no.
That's my number one yes. So they gotta watch out.
They already know.
All right.
They already know.
Well, then get yourself plenty of wet naps and make sure the restroom is right up the stage.
Yeah,
Where it depends, I guess.
Dude wipes. Yep.
Lots of water.
So how did y'all come together? Were y'all in separate bands beforehand, and y'all were just like, hey, I like you too?
No, not really. We kind of met. So our guitar player Jess, who by the way, Havoc and Haltom is his last show. He's stepping away from us, but he actually put us all together. We were all looking for bands, and he got us together. We were Facebook, Dallas musician groups, all that stuff on social medias, and we ended up vibing. And then Alex and I have been friends on Facebook for damn near 12 years.
Yeah,
we were in bands together when we were in high school. And we hadn't talked, met up, or whatever since. And then I posted something like, "Oh, we need a bass player," and he's reached out, and there we go.
I said, "How about a bass player that can sing?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Sure, sure."
What the hell?
Why not?
Goals.
Well, man, I'm really sorry to hear that about Jess. I hope everything is amicable.
Oh yeah, we're all still good. We're still friends. This was something he made the decision for, so we respect it, and we love him. It kind of sucks to see him go, but we respect that decision.
Yeah.
Did he leave the door open for him to come back if things change?
I think so.
Yeah, it's pretty amicable. So I'd say the door's still open if life circumstances change around for him at some point.
Yeah.
We don't currently have anybody slated to, let's say, fill that spot or anything. We're going to do the tour with the four of us. We're prepping for that. I think it's going to be pretty kick-ass. But, like Rob said, it kind of sucks to step there. He is the one that kind of pull us all together to be good on stuff.
And if he does come back,
super chat. Thank you for that super chat.
Thank you, Arkansas.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arky. You're the best. So if Jess does decide to come back, what kind of punishment is he looking to get from you guys? Like a flogging, or the dreaded rear admiral?
He will load in every day, everything.
Well, yes. Among other duties, you see, we recently lost our band Fluffers, so
yeah,
that
we need that
position's
too.
open.
Oh, not the fluffer.
Yeah, someone's gonna be.
Y'all got a bunch of windsock things going right now?
Maybe.
All they can do is laugh. They don't want to actually respond.
You chose the right move.
Yep.
That's good.
So y'all are inspired by bands like Parkway Drive, Devil Wears Prada, Kill Switch. Do y'all feel like you've created your own niche within that genre of metalcore?
Yeah, and I think that's more of like our roots and where we're coming from. I would say like the direction we're pushing towards is a little different. We're not really going to abandon our roots because it's who we are as individuals and as a band, but I think our sound has just been evolving over the past year, and people are going to be interested to hear what comes out later this year, and just the direction that we're moving is going to be, I wouldn't say a little more modern, but we're taking themes from modern bands and trying to see, okay, what do we want this sound to be? And so we're doing a lot of that this year, and it's been going really well.
Mm-hmm.
And who do you like these days? Who's really doing it for you?
Eminence, Currents, Polaris.
Yeah,
those are my three main big ones now, especially Eminence.
At first, I thought you said Eminem, and I go, "That's an interesting vibe for your sound."
Him too.
I'd imagine a whole lot of double entendres and very, very good lyrics there. So
yeah,
that's true.
But yeah, Eminence, Currents, and Polaris, I think, is what we're, and a little bit of Spirit Box. Not gonna lie.
Spirit Box.
Corey, our other guitar player, is one of his favorites. So you can definitely tell in his little guitar playing. Especially some recent stuff that we've been working on.
Yeah, he likes them a little too much. So that's all right.
Hey.
Okay. They're good. I can't knock them. They're good.
Were y'all happy with their nomination for a Grammy this year?
Oh, Poppies?
That's all right. Yeah, she's.
Oh, sure, that too.
No, it was pretty cool. I think it's cool. I wish they'd give. I'm not upset Gojira won, but it wouldn't have been my pick.
Yeah. Well, it's not every day that somebody performs on a fucking side of a castle. So
it's true.
I think that had a lot of wow factor.
It's true.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, if you were given the opening slot of the Olympics, what platform would you have performed on?
Ooh.
The Super Mario Brothers, the one that moves around, where you always get ball down the middle. That one.
What?
Have you thought this out, or are you just like the first thing that came to your mind, and you're boom?
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, what?
I'll show you later.
Okay.
What about you, Ariel? If you were to perform live at the Olympics, what would you want to perform on?
Ooh. I'm scared of heights. I was gonna say it'd be dope if you could hang off, if I'm performing wise, you could hang off the Eiffel Tower. That'd be totally metal. Dangle midair.
Like it.
But I'm scared of heights, so there's no way you get a note out of me. I'd probably pass out. I can't even climb 2 steps up the little steps I have just to grab a pair of shoes or something.
Well, at the Olympics, I'm going to play a Jimi Hendrix version of the Star Spangled Banner on my kazoo.
Naturally.
What
All right.
about you?
So, have y'all? I would. Man. I mean, if I had my druthers, if the location wasn't an issue, I'd want to perform in that one place that's carved out of the side of a rock that they have on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It's like a palace that they carved into the side of the rock. I'm like, yeah, that would be it.
Cool.
Hollywood Bowl?
I don't know where it is.
Red Rock?
But, well, I mean, I would have no problem performing at Red Rock as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
But so with this tour, have y'all played at all these venues before?
No.
I don't think we've played at any of them except Haltom.
Yeah, we played Haltom, but we've never played at any of the other ones.
Come and Take It's pretty good though. I haven't played there, but like if you can play there.
Yeah, I can't wait. Come and Take It on a Saturday. I've been there, never played there.
How'd y'all end up getting some of those gigs, especially Come and Take It? I mean,
so that's honestly a lot of it's making connections from here. We know a bunch of friends in Austin. We know some people who run some production companies down in Austin, like Disaster Booking. That's who we're working with. Band called Never Rest out of Austin.
oh, very cool.
We played Bacon Fest with them.
Yeah.
Was it 2023?
That sounds
I think
right.
so.
Yeah.
And yeah, that we clicked, and it was easy to reach out to them and be like, hey, we want to come down. Can you help us out? Same thing with everyone else. It was actually the Corpus date. We got asked to play. A promoter I got with friends on Facebook, he was like, hey, do y'all want to come to Corpus at your tour? And we were like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I like that mentality. Do y'all have other like jobs outside of just being in a band?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did you have to take off for
Yes.
this trip? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I told my job. I was like, hey, I'm going to go on tour one day.
That's
I'll be gone.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty transparent though. Like with our jobs, we're like, hey, we're in a metal band, so if we take off, we're going straight to work basically.
I feel that.
Sure.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Does the anger that you build up at work mortify itself into the music?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Easily. Very easily.
Do y'all have to work with the public?
I don't.
You're like me. I do.
Well, I'm a teacher, so there's plenty of rage pent up to pour into live performances.
What do you teach?
I teach math.
Math. Oh, I love math.
Yeah.
What level of math?
Thank you.
What's that, Ariel?
What level of math?
3rd through 6th grade. It's a
3rd through 6th
specialized private school, and I teach. I'm their dedicated math teacher.
That's
I also
nice.
teach music, but only on like a private lessons basis. I teach guitar and vocals.
Very cool. I feel like
And that, folks, is what you get at a private instruction school.
Correct.
I feel like in the past, and even like studies have shown that most musicians have some sort of working mathematical background because it kind of goes hand in hand if you think about it.
Especially business practices. You have to know all your math and all tax percentage and all that.
Oh, well, I meant like timing and rhythm and how things flow because there is like there's kind of like a sheet music to math, right? Like you have different various equations and whatnot. That
I'll put equations in the song. I'll bust out my guitar in the middle of class and start singing a song, and they remember it. So it's kind of cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the cool teacher. No big
Badass, dude.
If I was a teacher, I majored in biology, I saw I'd be like the Miss Frizzle. If I
Yeah.
was a teacher.
There you go.
Cool.
Not opposed to like dressing up in wild ass outfits either.
Yeah.
I would love to go through adventures with a magic school bus, but in reality, it's not real. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, depends on what you're taking beforehand.
I was gonna say, it depends on what you're taking, friend.
Where are we
You can't
going?
do that to kids.
So Ariel, if you had a rather rough bender the night before, would you just be like, "All right, kids, shut up and watch this video"?
Probably. Bill and I, the science guy. I mean,
There you go.
he can lay some knowledge on you.
Yeah, you can get in a 2-hour nap with Bill Nye.
That's true.
Bill. I'm just saying.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes YouTube can teach kids better than we ever
Yeah.
could. So
Math antics.
Well, that's where I'm at with my son right now. He turned 6 in May, and he gets the concept. So I'm trying to, get him to kind of turn the curve on understanding that he can teach himself better than anyone else can. Because in order for me to teach him or his teacher to teach him, he still has to want to learn himself. So
That's true.
he's starting to get it and starting to educate himself in bigger ways. So it's really cool.
That's awesome. That's cool.
You mentioned like music and popping out like your guitar so they can easily remember. When I was learning the cranial nerves, there's a medical hospital that created this song to Carly Rae Jepsen's "Call Me Maybe," and I cannot sing "Call Me Maybe." I have to sing the cranial nerves now because I can't unhear it.
Naturally.
It's a problem.
I feel that there's songs
And it's a very catchy tune.
Yeah.
Damn you, Carly Rae.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I remember watching I think it was a Instagram reel or maybe it was a YouTube video. I don't remember. But this teacher was teaching. I think it was like the alphabet. No, it was like it's there those words.
Oh.
She was doing it into the final episode from Asking Alexandria. And
Oh,
so
wow.
every time I listen, I just hear there art there. just okay. I'll never not hear that now.
Yep. Ruined it.
Yeah.
Isn't it mind blowing how music can really
It's
play
there
a
to be
big role
done.
in education?
Pretty cool.
I don't know. How I learned how to spell YELLOW spells yellow.
Right, but how did you learn how to spell beautiful?
BEAUtiful.
Beautiful. That's right.
At least I can spell those words correctly.
There you go.
That's true.
Still can't spell Gary.
So on top of this tour, sorry to get back to this whole thing. Beyond the tour, do y'all have other tours set up, or at least working on this year or possibly next?
I don't know if we can say too much ahead of time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Stuff is in the works.
But I can say that, if we don't do another tour this year, we will be having a whole bunch of new music. So
yeah, that's fair.
It's one or the other.
All right.
Yeah. It's hard to balance that out though. Like playing and then having new music. Sometimes you have to figure out what's more important to you at the moment. Is it playing or producing new music and putting out content? Because people getting out to shows, obviously they expose to like you playing and showing up and being badass, but then you want to get them out there. So having material for them to watch and listen to is
there
really
comes a
important.
time. There comes a time when you're playing a show, and we love to play music. Obviously, that's why we're all here, right?
Right.
But how many shows can you play before you're playing the same
venues,
100, 200 people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's like, all right, well, now I go back to being a content creator. Unlike, we don't want to be doing.
We're trying to find a balance.
Thing you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But content creation is where it's at.
No, it is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's what we're doing right now. Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say, what kind of content do you like to create for the people, the beautiful people?
I like funny stuff, but I've been told that that's not professional. Well, whatever. I like it to be in your face and funny. I think it grabs attention and having a good time and people like that. So
You can mix in funny stuff with the professional stuff.
yeah, let's be honest. A lot of funny stuff happens being in a band anyway. There's tons.
Oh
of
yeah, but it goes uncaptured.
Yeah.
I know that I'm a girl and I'm supposed to be very good at this like picture thing and video thing, but I'm terrible. I'm fucking terrible. My guitarist wife had to film us doing funny stuff the other night, watching some of our friends play at trees. And I was like, this is gold. This is like very gold content. She made us into a GIF and everything. Y'all should wear body cams or something.
That's not a bad idea.
That, yeah.
Strap your phone to your chest.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Great idea. Yeah. I like that.
Welcome. If you ever need my help again, think of me.
Make that money, girl.
I'm not even asking for money. I'm just asking to think of me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
maybe we can play a show together. There you go.
Oh yeah.
No, there you go. I gotta say, it really is a damn shame that like certain genres of music, like if you were too funny, then people stop taking you seriously. Which is, but I mean, at the same time, who's angry all the time?
Whitechapel.
You. Not all the time.
No.
Not all the time. Like 99.9%?
98.
Okay, 98. That's fair. I mean, the 2%.
That's what makes a great screamer, don't you know?
They were nice during the interview.
Do you have a
There you go.
Do you have a golden venue that you would like to play at? Like, let's start like local level, then maybe regional, and then national.
I love playing Southside. Southside Ballroom.
I haven't played there.
So cool.
Yeah.
Music or the sound was immaculate. I loved it.
Oh,
We opened playing it there. It was so cool.
Southside. Oh, okay. And what about regional?
Anything?
I guess like United States. Let's focus on United States.
United States,
like Gillies, though. It's like the other side of that building. Because at that point, you've got like Kill Switch playing.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But also, I would say something like Chain Reaction in LA. Like that'd be super cool to play.
I have a desire to play with an orchestra behind us. So I don't know when that's going to manifest, but eventually it's going to manifest. So.
Keep saying it. That's what I keep telling myself. One of the bands that I listen to all the time is Breaking Benjamin, which a lot of people are like, oh, that's mainstream. I go, well,
no, I don't care.
They fed my soul when I needed it the most.
They write bangers on top of bangers on top of bangers. So.
Ben and I are gonna sing together one day, and he's gonna realize that I should have been touring with them the past few years. I don't know how much more he's got in him, you know?
Yeah. I have a fantasy that the Devil Wears Prada will bring me up and have me do a song with them because I don't know if I could ever scream with them because I'd be like,
yeah.
I mean,
right.
A couple of your screams are kind of in that vein, though.
Yeah.
Some of our other stuff, and you know, that would go really well. So
harmonize the screams somehow, like just
right. And then watch, you just end up being like Courtney Cox on that one Bruce Springsteen video, and just like swaying your arms back and forth.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I always I love Kelly Clarkson. She's an amazing vocalist, and I want to sing with her. And I've always joked around, but it's very serious. If I ever met her, I would probably start crying, or I would have a heart attack and die. Because I want to be in her presence. We're gonna be best friends, and she's gonna sing my songs, and she's gonna sing them better, like she does everyone else's songs. And then we're gonna sing a song together, and then I'll just die.
Yeah. I know.
Die happy.
I was kind of like when we played So What, you know, we got backstage and all that, so we got to go through and watch, like, be all around all the bands and their trailers and stuff. And it's really hard to keep it casual when you're like this close to like Silverstein or
Yes.
Raid,
Yeah.
or you're like, oh god, I can't look like a freak and try and talk to them. Like, and be casual with them, be like, hey, what's up, guys? You know, but I can't.
Yeah.
Be like, I love you. You know, like that's.
They probably know though. They're probably like, I mean, because that was them once. You know,
Yeah.
it had to have been.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would geek out. I would just stand there and stare like a.
I just knocked it out
Weirdo.
my brother, and I was just like, man, I hope those clouds don't ruin everything.
How fun would it be if you got to play with one of your idols and they loved you as much as you love them, and you were just like, "You're my favorite," and they're like, "You're my favorite." Like that would be everything.
I think
Yeah.
we could just quit.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. I'm good.
I've lived my dream. We're done now.
I'm good. That's what I needed.
That's that glass ceiling. We're done.
Yeah. Never
Can't
get
go
better.
any further.
Well, I do know that Mike Lambert from Rivethead does a lot of live videos for the Mesquite Symphony Orchestra. So, Mike, if you're out there, you know, they need an orchestra, and maybe, you know, we could work something out. You know,
Yeah.
just throwing that out there. You know,
That'd be
there's the
cool.
ether idea.
Great. Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That would be pretty cool. Pretty dope.
So,
Yeah. That would be awesome.
So, Rick, do we have an epic, amazing From the Tide song that we could turn into a symphony on hand?
Yes, I think it's time for our audience to hear what Alex's voice sounds like.
Yeah.
This is called Miserable End.
I love the rock,
Bravo.
right?
Fuck yeah, that was amazing.
Quality, friends. Quality.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Excellent. How long did it take to record that?
2 days, maybe.
It's usually about 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Excellent.
You all
Very
Thanks for
proficient.
sharing it with us here tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Do you all self-produce or do you record in a studio?
We record with David Southern. He used to be in the White Noise.
Oh, very cool.
He was in the local Dallas band Set the Sun, if y'all remember that far back. But he helps us produce, mix, master, all that stuff.
Yep.
Nice.
So,
Now,
what about he's good.
Was this song fully formed when you went into the studio, or did he give you like helpful hints? Do this, do that.
Most of it, but then when we go into the studio, we kick around a lot of creative ideas most of the time, and we really do consider anything that he's hearing, and at least try it because that's the whole point, right? You want to be creative, so a lot of changes sometimes are made impromptu, like right there in the studio, and vocal harmonizations, stacks on stacks on stacks. Just me getting back in the booth like hundreds of times until we get it right. That's probably the most exhausting part, but it always pays off. And working with David, he's pretty encouraging, and he's very creative too. So it's an awesome process to work with him.
He also pushes us, at least in my opinion, he pushes us vocally to be different, unique, creative, as well as how full can we make it sound? How big can we make the sound with our little, little time and budget and all that stuff? He's
right.
I love his vocal work. Yeah, it's great.
It's good that you have another musician there that can help and push and make you grow, because you can. I mean, we self-produce currently because we just don't have the means to go into a studio.
Yeah,
and when you sit there and you start recording, you do have all those like juices flowing and things that you didn't hear before in the sound because you're listening to it through different ears and different perspectives. And for different perspectives is very nice to have. If somebody was just sitting there telling you, "Oh, that's great, oh, that's great," they never gave you any follow-up. I feel like it's like, what are you paying for, right?
Yeah.
You want you're really going to thrive off of their experience and knowledge. So that's really great that he does that for y'all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and another thing I think is, I know you are for sure, I can be perfectionist. So I think it's best we do have somebody out there being like, yeah, this is okay. It's okay. It's good. Or, hey, no, it's not. Because I think if we were self-producing ourselves, we never fucking release anything.
Yeah.
Just be like, nope, that's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Yeah. Got to change that. Like, it'd be harder.
Oh yeah, it'll never be ready. That's our motto. Is it'll never be ready. And even after you hit, the publish button and everything off of whatever streaming service you use, I'll still sit there and I'll listen to some of the songs. I'm like, oh, I wish it was different. But with the time that we had and the budget that we had to push, it's so good.
The way I've been looking at it now recently is, if you've got a finished product and you listen to it once, you can't necessarily notice anything standing out as wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably quit wasting your energy and turn your sights onto your new material.
Right.
And those things that you heard and you go, man, I wish I could have done that differently. Okay, do it different. Put out something else
on your next track.
Yeah, turn your energy towards the future and what you can do presently. You can't go back. You know what I'm saying? But I always hate hitting that point where you're like, okay, we got to publish this thing.
yes. And you're like, oh, it's literally like, and then in my mind too, I go, did I spell the name correctly?
Sure.
Did I make sure everybody was on it? Oh my dear God, I don't even know how to spell the word the.
Are the lyrics right?
Yes. Oh, the lyrics. God damn. Sometimes I just let it generate and I won't catch it. I don't know if I have dyslexia or something, but I'll read things. I'm like, oh yeah, looks good. And then I see it post. I'm like, wait, that's not what it says there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not delusional.
What do y'all like to sing about? What's get the juices flowing?
They're gonna say everything. We can't say everything.
Right.
It kind of whatever the vibe of the song feels.
Yeah.
I like that.
And like sometimes it feels more angry, so you can write from a perspective of being angry at something.
Mm-hmm.
Or like our other song Toll, I feel like it was kind of a energetic and kind of angry, you know.
Yeah.
And so you write from the perspective of like our subject matter was like PTSD and stuff like that, but it was like, well, we can write it from a perspective of being mad, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and also from a perspective of people not being understanding
Yeah.
of the PTSD and like the criticism that comes with people. For example, if somebody comes back from war and you're struggling, and it's like, what does that internal struggle feel like?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in the eyes of people around you not being understanding of it or making matters worse for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so the time passing and you going through all these different, you know, really bad situations just puts like a huge anvil on your head, and you're walking around with this weight. And it's like, you know, one of the main lyrics in that song Toll is that, you know, time's taken its toll. There's nowhere I have to go. And it's like, it's kind of summarizing how you're feeling in that moment. And but back to what Rob was saying, like every song kind of manifests and generates its own tone and feeling, and lyrically try to follow that.
It's like an aura you have to follow.
Yeah. I like that. Do y'all have a sole writer, or is it really a group thing, or
really a collaboration?
Yeah, everything collaboration.
I dig it.
Have y'all ever written something that you were angry about at first, but your mood softened over time?
I have, but I don't think anything that's been published.
I would almost say One Last Breath.
Sure.
One of the songs that I wrote. I actually wrote that before Alex joined. Most of it. You helped put some new stuff into it, right? But a lot of the lyrics I wrote. I wrote like right after a panic attack, and so I was like really pissed off and upset and all that stuff, and angry at the world and all that shit. But like, it was one of those, if I didn't reflect on it, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So like, I'm not mad about it anymore. It just happens to be one of our most fucking angry songs that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, your anger is a gift, as Zach De La Rocha said.
You better use it. All my songs are angry. Eventually I'll write a happy song.
I don't know. Sometimes if you write a happy song, it's not as good.
No, it's not. And some of them sound really good. I'm like, I just can't write to that. Like my guitarist has actually created some really beautiful songs, and I go, I'm sorry, I can't write to this right now. I really want to, because it sounds like a love song, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Maybe in due time. The one other happy song that we wrote, it was actually about an abusive relationship, so it has a happy tone to it, but it's actually a really dark and depressing song.
Gee, that sounds like a song we haven't released yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you what the new stuff. Okay, what are you most excited about? Do y'all have several?
Yeah. March 25th is one I'm super excited about.
Yeah. What is it called?
We're dropping a song that day.
Can't say the title yet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Can
Yeah.
you hint to what it's about?
It's too telling.
Yeah. Well, can we say what it is?
No.
Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Whatever. You know what? I'm gonna unfollow you guys now. I don't even want to know.
Dang.
You'll
I'm
know
kidding.
You'll know what it is. Like as soon as you see the name of the song, you'll be like, I know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And will this be
I'm
available
excited.
on all streaming platforms?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the phrase.
Exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
That's dope. Okay, any other? Do you have more new songs other than just that one? Because I know you said that y'all are planning multiples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got one other one for sure that's done, completed. Well,
it's in the vault.
Yeah.
And then we've got others
we've got
working on,
3, 4 more,
which are pretty much done too. But it's just a matter of timing and when we would like to release those and finalize them with mastering and all that.
Yeah.
Are y'all just gonna release singles, or do y'all plan on doing like singles and like a whole?
It seems that to do that really pleases the algorithm gods. So
yeah.
I think we're gonna do that. Maybe we're gonna do some other stuff that is to come soon, but we won't really speak to that yet.
Yeah, there's talks of some other stuff we've been trying to figure out. So
check
Look
out
at
this
those
killer
handsome
myth.
devils right there.
What do y'all use for your website?
Oh, yeah, I set that up through probably
Bandzoogle.
Oh, thank you, Bandzoogle.
Bandzoogle? Okay, yeah, we use Bandzoogle too. Yeah. I am a little broke right now, and I would like to upgrade to Pro so I can have a really cool background that plays. But
that'd be cool.
I know it's dope.
It's user friendly. It's nuts and bolts, and it does what I needed to integrate with our merch store and everything. And that worked out pretty well. So I've been happy with them.
Yeah, no complaints.
Who do y'all use for merch? Like merch store when you created your merch store?
Shopify, yeah.
Shopify, okay. Yeah, I've heard. So we talked to a lot of different bands, and I just kind of like to get a consensus on what people like to use, and I guess it depends on how you work the interface and if it's easy to upload and.
Yeah, it depends on your interface. It depends on like, do you want to ship everything? You know?
Absolutely.
Is all of this on your website? All this merch linked to your Spotify?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's on. You can get there directly from our Spotify.
That's cool.
No, this like if I add this to the cart, is that the Spotify cart?
Oh, Shopify.
Yeah, I think it's
Shopify.
Yes, yeah, it's all linked to the same thing.
Yeah. There you go. I'm asking for anyone else who's interested in what Shopify can do for your band.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice setup, guys. It looks good.
Yeah, I see. I don't want to ship anything. I don't want to fuck with any of that. So.
Yeah, because you never know. People are big fat liars.
Yeah, that, and it's a lot easier to take it out of, I suppose, my hands. That way, if anything happens, it's like it's not my fault. I can refund you.
That's on there.
Like I can give you your money back, but like it's not like something I did. You know what I mean? So.
Word.
But yeah.
What are some garments that don't yet have your title on them, but you would like them to in the future?
Booty shorts. Hoochie daddy shorts. That's what I want.
How many girls do you have coming to your show?
How many girls what?
How many girls come to y'all's shows?
Quite a few, actually.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I feel there's some other bands that I've talked to. They're like, we just need to get some chicks in here. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I mean, Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was going to say, what's the moshing situation, especially amongst these girls?
So, depending on the girl and depending on the show, because if it's kind of rowdy, they'll be like, fuck that. Yeah. But if it's like a smaller show or something like that, you'll see him. You'll see him start throwing down.
Gotta get in there,
yeah. I've got a friend who comes who she hates metal, can't stand it, but she'll come and support me, But every time that we play, she's like, I just want to get in the fucking pit and just throw shit around. I'm like, do it.
That's what it's there for.
Tends to have that effect.
Yeah.
I like her already.
That's what I said.
Do y'all ever encounter a sea of phones pointed at you and just go, put your fucking phones away?
Well,
I mean, sometimes I feel that way. I don't say it, but sometimes I feel that way. Like even when I go to a show that I'm not playing at, sometimes I just like to live in the moment and experience music.
Yeah.
And not, because I'll record maybe some of it, like 30 seconds of a song.
Sure.
Be like, oh, look where I'm at tonight.
See, but
You
that's
know?
understandable.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's it. Because like, at least for me, like I'm never gonna look at those again.
Yeah.
I'd rather just live in the moment and enjoy the music while I'm there.
Right.
It bothers me sometimes when I see like a sea of phones. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I wish other people would just live in the moment sometimes, personally.
Yeah, I used to when I was a little bit younger. I would want to record it all because I didn't get out much, and I was like, I want to relive this, and I would rewatch the songs over and over because it's a different vibe when you go to a live performance, right?
Yeah.
But it was never the same when you rewatched it, and then the audio was terrible, the picture was terrible, and oftentimes I would find myself just looking at my phone and watching the recording to make sure I got the recording instead of watching what I really came for. So I'm like you guys, I just like live in it. I'll take a couple of pictures here and there, and then just coast in that moment because you're not going to get it back, and it's going to be like 2 seconds.
Yeah, like I went and saw Movements on last week. I think I recorded 30 seconds just to put on my story, be like, look where I'm at tonight, come see me, or if you're here, come say hi or whatever.
Yeah, but you didn't sit there the whole time and record the whole set.
That was it. That's the only time I brought out my phone. The other time I was just enjoying the music, you know.
Now, I love it when people do it for us because I don't have somebody taking photos or videos or anything. So sometimes people actually get like a good snippet. Yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to steal that and use that.
I think it's cool if like you do it for a couple of songs or a couple of parts, or especially if you've seen us before and you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool. But the rest of the time, it's like, come on, like, just throw it up with us, you know?
Yeah.
Have a good time with us.
Let's go.
I will say it's very beneficial to have somebody filming just about every show, and then the band come back and watching it just to be like, okay, I should have done this, I should have done that. Same way as like, a stand-up comedian. It's like, oh, I should have done the punch here, or I should have built up there. It's a very good referential tool, I think. You should always be trying to top yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like Taylor, my wife will record us. She'll help us, like, that's good to have, especially when we're looking back, like, yeah, I could do that better. Like if it's someone like Taylor usually runs our merch when we're on stage, and she'll sit there and have her phone out and record a little bit. That helps. I don't her, like, absolutely. I'd still like to see us, but like fans who are just there to have a good time, like we can throw it out.
Sometimes their videos are the coolest ones.
Sometimes
because they're up in the front row or whatever, and moving around. They're catching some really interesting angles of what it's like to actually be there.
Perspective.
So I always like seeing fan videos.
I love that. It's fun. Live performance is fun. I don't know. I never remember what I'm doing on stage half the time. So when I watch myself, I'm like, what was I doing? Why did I do that? Why was I on the ground again? What was I thinking?
Sometimes your whole sense of like, who am I, just leaves.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You're just in it.
Yeah.
They're like, do you remember? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I don't do any of the moves that I do on a stage at any other point in my whole life. I literally completely change into something else when I'm performing.
You're a different person.
Same, especially when the first like part of the music hits. It's like a switch. I'm not me anymore.
Y'all should mean girl him and like a funny thing and be like, you're like a different person when you're on stage.
Yeah, that's good.
Do y'all have a pre-show ritual?
Dylan does.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we all have a different one mostly.
Yeah.
I know I'll do vocal warm-ups.
Stretches.
Jump, stretch.
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Jumps. You got to jump.
Yeah.
Those nervies.
Get the blood pumping. Yeah.
Get a little stretchies in. The last few shows, we've all been, backstage, like, all right, let's do this or something like that. Whatever.
Yeah, like getting pumped.
Right?
Yeah.
I always get made fun of like jumping and stretching. They're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm getting ready." They're like, "What do you think you're gonna do?" I go, "I don't know. That's the problem. I need to."
Exactly.
I'm 30-something years old. I'm gonna pull something.
Yeah.
Y'all still get nervous before shows?
Not really. I guess it kind of depends on the show, though.
To me,
that makes sense.
Yeah, to me, it's one of those like I'm nervous all the way up until I'm putting stuff on stage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a show, like So What was the last one I was like really nervous on.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Just because it was like we're playing new stuff. It's hot.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't played outside yet. In like hot weather.
Yeah.
We're opening for one of the biggest freaking festivals in DFW. It was one of those like, all right, I'm kind of nervous, but as soon as we started like putting stuff on stage, it was like, nope, it's just go time.
Oh,
And
no.
I didn't really come back to it until probably our last 2 songs, where I looked at the crowd and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of people here. And that's when I was
the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know.
You were blacked out.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, yeah, okay, don't fuck up now."
Yeah, yeah. I'm nervous for a little while until I start singing, and I can tell exactly where my voice is at for that day. And I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm good. Everything's fine. And then it's all cake from there. But until we get through that first song, for some reason, there's a little bit. Yeah.
I hate shake voice. Like when you're nervous or you have most of the times it's not like nervous. It's just you're so freaking excited that it feels like a nervous energy and you have nowhere to put it. So it just builds up until you start playing. And then once you like do that first song, you're like, okay, I can do this.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Excellent explanation.
It's a good relief.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's like better than sneezing when you have to sneeze.
What?
When y'all get on stage, is your ultimate goal to make the band that follows you go, fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. It's to make every band go, God damn, we have to go on after that. It is mine. And it's not like a vindictive, I love a lot of the bands we play with. It's just like, I just want to show,
well, because if you're doing that, then you did your job. You put on like the best show that you could, and I think that's the point.
Yeah. It's putting on a good performance. That's all it is to me, or well, not all it is, but like I just want to be the best I can. And if I get off stage and every band's going, fuck, it's like, okay, I did my job.
You did your job, yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all fans of the on-stage theatrics, pyro, smoke machines, LED lasers?
Yeah, I am.
Some of it.
I'm cool with most of it. Yeah.
Fire. I think if it like hides a bad performance, sometimes it can hide a bad performance.
Oh, like Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
But like, as long as it's good. Cool.
Yeah. If it's enhancing the already phenomenal music being played, then sure.
Yeah.
And see, people forget his songs know what you did in the dark.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. I just don't care.
Dude, I loved when old boy like gained all that weight and then he lost it, and then you saw people in their audience going, "We liked you when you were fat."
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, the Jonah Hill effect.
That's so messed up. Hey.
How you like me now?
Yeah.
Ooh, I do. I liked you then too, but I like you now. Sexy Ricky Warden.
What's your takeaway from the So What Music Fest? Because we've looked into it before, but our concern is because there's so many bands, there's so many moving factors that we've been nervous about, and gear, and are we going to make it on time? Is it pay to play? How did y'all feel like it went? Because I knew another band that had played it for 2 ago. They're not together anymore, but they had some things to say, so I'm just curious.
Well, I would say there were aspects about it that were definitely challenging, but I think that's just because that was our first time playing that type of a festival.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was probably one of the greatest experiences for the band in every aspect, and it was a wonderful opportunity to be asked to play and to to be there.
Coming out of it, since it's one of your festivals that y'all played together, moving forward, if you ever played another festival, how would you better prepare for it?
Liquid IV.
That's what I have right now.
Yeah, hydrate a little bit more, because I think we were all. I remember texting everybody like, "Y'all better motherfucking hydrate,
Yeah,
because y'all can't die on stage."
Yeah,
but still,
vocals get dry too. Like if
Yeah.
you're thirsty, when it's hot, I can't do my belts. I'm like it'll. Ooh.
Yeah, so definitely hydrate better for sure.
double check everything before, even before sound check, like long before you're even at the stage setup, because I had an issue with my in-ear monitors and I had to free ball the whole set trying to listen through the non-mixed floor monitors, and it was kind of difficult. But I mean, once you catch your groove, and I was just listening for the drummer to see where we were most of the time, it was okay. But yeah, double check all your gear, please.
Yeah, and make sure you're there early.
Oh yeah,
because
like the day before early, or
like
sure.
like if they say your load in is 9 a.m., you better get
be there
there
at 5.
Yeah, like get there early, and there's so much you have to do beforehand, like set up all your merch. You have to find where you're at first, because it's a festival, so there's
right
tents, stages everywhere. I like to find the best route from where I'm at to the stage I need to be at. That way, if I get caught or whatever, I know where I'm going.
And don't be afraid to ask about perks. Like, hey, can I grab this drink over here? Because I'm going to take it. Because, depending on what area or section you're in, a lot of times they're pretty accommodating. And, being a local, sometimes you don't know. And you're just like, can I sit here?
I'm surprised they don't have some sort of guidance, because they, have so many bands that they don't provide you all with, like, this is what to expect. This is where you're at. Here's a map. These are your point people to look for.
Yeah, they definitely gave us a map, but you can look at a map and you're like, I get the idea.
Yeah.
But
it's one-dimensional.
It means nothing. So you're out there,
I need color coordination on it, and you are here X marks to follow me around, so I know where I am at all times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they can make an app,
Yeah, they made, or we used WhatsApp to communicate with everybody.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It was, communication was pretty strong, minus, one issue, but we got that solved pretty quick.
Very cool. Good.
Hey, look, we got some new friends here on the panel. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, sir?
Oh, doing great.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck from Bolt Neck Studios.
Chuck is really dope.
Chuck is fucking amazing.
How's it going, guys?
I love working with Chuck. And it looks like you have a friend there. How you doing there, friend?
Hey, Seth.
Hi, I'm Seth from Covert Concerts.
Well, hello, Seth.
Seth.
Hello.
Welcome, Seth. So, are y'all here to sell us cookies or something?
I'll take 1 box of Thin Mints.
Yeah, my man. What y'all doing this fine Wednesday evening? Yeah, got some.
Well, we're getting on here to try to get some stuff going for a couple of shows we got. Seth has been putting some stuff together out in Mineral Wells, which is one of my hometowns. We've been doing a lot of shows out there a long time ago, and now they really don't care much for the loud music.
Aww.
But Seth, I think, is going to change that for us.
You go, Seth.
What do you think, Seth?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring in a little bit of loud. They've booked some very talented musicians here in Mineral Wells. Lots of talent, but it's not very loud. It's a lot of acoustic acts and singer-songwriter things. I like to bring in some louder music when I can, maybe some metal or harder rock,
Heck yeah.
Dig it.
And so I try to connect a lot of my events to a charity. And so the upcoming show is March 22nd, and we're doing a canned food drive for the Center of Life here. They do a lot of work for underprivileged people in our community, and they help with bills and food and things of that nature. So we're doing a canned food drive for those guys on March 22nd here in Mineral Wells.
Is there an event page for that on Facebook? How can I find that, or a graphic?
You can
There
find
is. It's called.
Covert Concerts.
Yes, you can find my page, Covert Concerts. There's also an event page that says Canned Overdrive is the name of the events. Or
What
just
are
go
the
to my
bands
page.
playing?
The band's playing for this first event is Less Than Zero. It's a Mudvayne tribute band, and then Toxicity.
Yeah. We almost did
Toxicity
that
does System of a Down songs. I'm sorry?
We almost popped on that show with our friends. We know G, the drummer, and then my
Oh,
bass
yeah.
player in Toxicity, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to play? If we go, are you down to play like back to back?" And he goes, I will. I'm really tired."
Yeah, I booked G a couple of years ago with his other band, Lost in Nostalgia. They played a couple shows here.
Yeah,
Very talented drummer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for you guys. I hope you guys have a good turnout.
Me too. I hope we're overwhelmed with canned goods, and I hope it's a logistical nightmare.
I think I found it here.
Good problem.
Do you
Well, hey, Seth,
how do you all prepare when y'all do an event? Do y'all triple check everything? Do y'all run through equipment, or do y'all touch base with the bands? What's your process?
Well, you're kind of describing professionals, and I'm more of an amateur. I just kind of wing it, to be honest with you. We get there. I have a group chat with the bands and kind of set up stuff like that. But once we get there, it's real casual. We just get it together, and magic is the only way to describe it. That's just I don't know how it happens. All the shows just come together. It seems like magic.
That's cool. That never happens for me. It's always I'm the planner in the group, and nothing ever goes the way that I planned. It's always something. I think it's my luck.
Is there much of a music scene in Mineral Wells outside of, I would assume, country?
Not really outside of country and singer-songwriters. Sometimes they have other things going on, like on the roof of the Crazy Water Hotel. They have Two Live Crew coming next month or the month after.
Oh, be so high already, man.
No. Two Live Crew. So there's a little bit of a scene here, but there's not a whole lot of hard rock or metal happening out here, unless it's the show that I put on. Or I think Charlie's working an event at the end of May called the Hillbilly Throwdown. I don't know much about that event, but
yes,
there's
this would be
lots of bands.
We're all excited about that
for
one.
The Hillbilly Throwdown around here. We promote it every week, and really appreciate Megan Moshpit. We appreciate you, Charlie, for all your help with that event, making all the bands sound kick-ass.
Yep. We also have another one in June out there called Summerfest that we do, which is all usually metal bands as well. And I got
that's what Bobby and I hate.
Yeah, it's like June the 27th, I think. I'll have to check that date. I just got it confirmed yesterday.
Get back with us and let us know.
Yep, definitely. Hey, Seth, what happens if somebody brings the most cans to our food drive out there Saturday?
That's right. Whoever brings the most cans out there to the Canned Overdrive, they're going to get 2 free tickets to the Hillbilly Throwdown Fest or the Float Fest.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're hoping someone just brings in tons of cans just to get those tickets.
Brings in like a truck.
And bring stuff that people will actually like instead of old lima beans and pumpkin mix.
Exactly.
Let's get some Chef Boyardee and ravioli and stuff in there, you know?
Seth also has another show booked April 26th, and it is for the animal shelters, and we'll also be giving away, whoever steps up at that show, we'll give away 2 more tickets. Come for the May show for the Hillbilly Throwdown.
Oh, how about that?
There's 2
I didn't even know that part yet.
the March and the April show.
Yeah, so the April show is next to the Mineral Wells Animal Shelter, and we're asking people to bring in pet supplies, dog food, and kitty litter, and flea treatments and stuff.
Yeah. This is definitely something you should take note of from the Tides because, I don't know if y'all are big onto charity shows. but they are wonderful, and they'll show the humanity within the tides.
Yeah, we actually put one together in December. We raised toys for kids, and I think we were like what 250 toys. I think was brought.
Who was that through?
Heck yeah.
Salvation Army.
It was oh my gosh,
Toys for Tots.
No,
one of those organizations. I can't remember which
I helped
one.
put it together, and I can't fucking remember what it was for.
There were lots of toys. The whole bin was completely filled up.
We had to get another bin. Like it was really cool.
It was
That's great. All I'm doing
Safe
is
Haven.
Safe Haven.
That's
There
what
you
it
go.
was. Safe Haven.
Yeah, I'm always for anything that we can do. If we can help, I don't mind showing up and putting on a good show for everybody as long as it's a good cause. I'm always got my foot in all those kind of things.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You do, Charlie, and I appreciate you,
Chuck's a
man.
good
You
man.
stepped up as soon as I posted about it, and you decided to get in there, and I really appreciate that. Support the community. I see you out there.
Yep, I'm just about
Chuck's-
everywhere as long as it's in the Metroplex or out west.
Yeah, dude. Chuck's the man. And, dude, Chuck is one of the best live sound mixers you will ever come across.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, he actually cares. He listens. He doesn't walk away from the sound.
Yeah.
You know
Even
what
if
I'm
he
talking
hates the band, he will still make them sound good.
That's a
The
good
bad
sound.
part
After
is
he-
I'm deaf as I can be.
Well, I don't know how you do it anymore, but you know, when I was playing, every time you run sound for me, once you get to know my songs, you know when to, you know, put in the echo even and do all the extra fun stuff. And you're just a
Aw.
beautiful person for doing that, bro.
It's like art to me, man. You know, I've never played an instrument in my life, but I feel like I'm more valuable to you backstage or side stage than on stage to you, for sure.
That is way cool, bro. So yeah, y'all, you can always count on Charlie Redding to make you sound good. Count on it.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just glad
And if
Seth
anybody-
got us on board and able to do these two good projects that we got going. Like I said, this March one is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I'm
That's
already
right.
getting prepared. I've cleaned my fog machines. I got my lasers cleaned up. We're all getting ready.
Ooh, fancy.
He better be lucky I don't bring out the old pyro cannon.
Man, it was just saying I'm on fire.
Don't ruin me at this venue before I've had my first show there now.
You know, so we have a new song that we're gonna do called Dark Passenger, and it has Earth, Wind, Water, Fire in it. And if we ever get to play a show with you, I want pyro.
Pots, explosions.
No, with some water.
I burnt the ceiling in Joe's garage many times.
Stop. That's funny.
Damn right.
I mean, not for Joe, but
So is Boltneck running sound for the Weatherford Music Festival again this year?
They did. They lost money so bad last year. I just chatted with him last Saturday, and he's trying to put something together, but the city's not really stepping up and helping him any at all. They charge him for rent for the venue, and it's an ungodly amount. And we didn't break even last year. We were close the 2 years before, but it is trying to be in the making maybe next year, but we didn't make it this year. We need more support from Weatherford City.
Yes, I agree. The river's right there for everyone to enjoy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but you might need a little bit more country mixed in with all the rock and metal.
Well, the Weatherford Music Festival was all basically country. They had Black Horse play last year, and the year before that, they had the Desperado. Donnie Hart's band played out there. They had pretty good turnouts, but the venue cost us so much to do it. So we're at another point and stage where maybe we're going to try to scale it down and restart and regroup ourselves and try to get it going for next year. We really want to try to do that.
Damn shame. I'm sorry to hear that. But this is a goal for everybody out there, especially people with money. If you have money, buy land. Make sure it's a huge amount of land. Enough land to where if you were to, say, throw a live concert on your land, your neighbors wouldn't bitch. And if we have enough of those, well, then we could have a revolution.
That's why I love what Megan's doing there with the hillbilly throwdown.
She's a good soul. I love Maggie.
Yeah. So, while we're waiting for more venues to open up and spread out, make sure that if you come across a house party, advertise it. Just don't let the cops know.
Oh, there is a house party, 3 houses down over here going on. I seen a whole giant bottle of tequila. They were smoking a blunt before they went in.
Yeah.
They look like a bunch of hooligans. Yeah. Pretty sure they're partying.
We need to go. We need to slow down with all the Facebook events and stuff like that, and go back to paper flyers, and make sure that if cops are a factor, make sure they're cool, and if they're not, go someplace where they are.
I have a stack of paper flyers in my car.
There you go.
Hang them up at gas stations or anywhere I can.
Well, speaking of telephone pole announcements, here in our chats we have the Trespassers have a song gonna be released on the day of the festival that honors Charlie called Boatneck.
Exactly. It was written for me, and we didn't get a chance to record it here. They got a new bass player. He has a studio, and they are ripping it out over there.
Kick ass! Way to go, Kurt Joy, man. They're one of our favorite bands here at Blow Your Brains Out.
Well, they're gonna kill it for sure.
Live, they're gonna kill it live at the Hillbilly Throwdown Float Fest.
We've got 10 bands on that bill. I was curious about the April thing, Seth. What bands are on the April bill?
We have the Bad Hands. They're out of Mineral Wells. You're gonna have to give me a second to remember them all. Rabbit Hole and Red Admirals. And who's the fourth one? Oh, it's gonna be Ashley Lamport and her friend Adam Hole.
Cool.
That's it.
Rabbit Hole and the Red Admiral, so I'm familiar with those cats.
Oh, cool. I'm excited to see them. I've actually booked Rabbit Hole, I think, 2 or 3 times, and this is my first time to book Red Admiral, so I'm excited to see them too.
I don't see a flyer on your show on your Facebook for that show. When you do put one out, come on over to our group page. It's called Blow Your Brains Out. It's a group page. There's hundreds of us over there having a good time. Post it.
I think I'm on there. I'll post it.
I'll make sure I pick it up, and we'll share it here on our weekly concert calendar.
That sounds good.
Rabbit Hole, is that the brewery over in Justin?
No, it's not a brewery. Go ahead.
Is a band. They were, I guess, somewhere maybe out of Arlington. They played at Mavericks a lot. Mavericks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a father and son team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. All right. That's enough sappy shit. All right. So we are closing in on the end of the interview section. We're about to head on to the concert calendar. But before we do, and, no rush or anything like that, but I would like to ask this. From the Tides, I asked this of all of our guests. From the Tides, how would you like to be remembered?
Don't think about it too much.
The band that brought people together and did something for the scene, and hopefully remembered for really, really kick-ass music.
Yeah. I'm down with that.
That's a really deep question.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
right.
I'd like to be forgotten.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no way. Seth, how would you like to be remembered, brother?
Oh man, I don't know, just someone who supports my community, really, I guess. Both the music community and the community I live in, just
Wonderful.
That's true.
Absolutely. How about you? How about you, Chuck? I think I know the answer, but I would like to hear from you.
I'm living the dream. Y'all praise me like I'm a god almost. Living a dream. Every time I
You
go,
are.
the end of the show, I want everybody to let me know exactly how they felt about it, whether it was great. And I have been graced.
Kick ass.
What always seems to
Fuck
put
you.
off.
Oh yeah.
Bolt
Dude.
neck.
You're a wonderful soul, and I always love recording with you. I always love just hanging with you and just hearing the amazing stories that you have.
I've got a lot of stories. I'm coming on 64 years old, and I've seen a lot of things in my time. And Dave, I really enjoy our friendship. Means everything to me. Not just the recording part, but the friendship that we have between us. It's grown over the last 10 years, I guess.
Oh, I can't even put into words how much it means to me. Sometimes I feel all alone, but you're there, and I thank God for that.
You call me at 2.
All right.
I'll be there, buddy.
Don't get gushy.
Oh, thank you, man. All right, yeah. Enough of this mushy shit. All right, let's go back to drugs and hookers.
But I have praised everything that Seth is doing out in my part of the country, Mineral Wells. I was raised out there. And Seth, I really do appreciate you picking up and carrying the torch.
Sometimes I feel like I to.
Hey, Seth, we here Blow Your Brains Out really appreciate everything you do, too, combining rock and roll with helping people in your community, the homeless, and pets. Love you for all that, man. Wish you the best always.
Fuck yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me on tonight. Let me talk about it a little bit, and hopefully we can spread more awareness about the event and get more canned goods and animal products.
All the things.
Oh, absolutely. Stick around for that. And also for everybody, be sure to check out From the Tides on March 29th alongside with Hope Intact on the Never Making It Out tour. And they will be hitting up a city in Texas near you and then Oklahoma, but we don't talk about that.
It'd be like that.
I'm just kidding, man. Shit, we love Oklahoma, man.
I was born in Oklahoma. And
Were you? No shit.
And I don't roll my joints all wrong. On that note, dude, I appreciate y'all having us on here. Peace, brother. I love all of y'all.
Love you, Chuck.
Love you too, Chuck.
Y'all keep killing it for me, all right?
Always. Have a good evening, sir.
I'll be chatting with you, Seth, probably tomorrow or the next day.